to a potty.
Porta potty.
We're on the ride over to a porta potty right now.
Sorry, I don't know what's up with them. Yeah, we almost crashed.
We're
Anyway,
keeping it real and raw here.
I knew I wanted to shoot everything in 60 frames because like Peter McKinnon told me to on a YouTube video. Creating a little time relic for these people, it's a real honor.
Come on in, let's go.
Thank goodness my Uber's finally here.
Dude, let's
Oh
go.
my word. There's no place I'd rather be than in Brian's passenger seat right now.
Dude,
This is
let's
so
go.
exciting. This is so exciting.
Oh, nice.
What are we up to today?
Dude, I don't know. What are we doing?
I don't know. We're doing absolutely nothing. We're just driving around.
Just
apparently.
driving around, apparently.
Sun's blasting our eyes, and we're just running around doing errands.
Doing errands.
Maybe picking up some groceries.
Picking up some groceries. All for the wives.
You're married?
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot to tell you before, I got
This is
married.
an announcement?
This is an announcement,
Let's
guys.
go.
To all the listeners, this is an announcement. I'm
Are you
married.
asking me to be your best man right now?
Yes, I am.
Dude,
That's-
I accept.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
This is so fun.
Well, welcome to the Ride Over podcast. This is a great place.
Yes.
Having conversations with creatives and the in-between moments.
It's going to be great.
I'm excited for this. I'm looking forward to this. This is the first episode, and I'm excited to introduce you guys to our first guest.
Dude,
He's a
me.
good friend of mine, fellow filmmaker, videographer,
Mhm.
an absolute goat,
Oh,
some would
let's go.
say.
Let's go.
But this is my good friend, Tyler Vandervort.
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you all.
So, this is great.
This is cool. I'm honored to be your first guest. No idea why you picked me to be your first guest, but honored, privileged, and excited to ride along with Brian. There's nothing I would rather do than ride along with Brian if I'm going to be totally honest.
Dude,
So.
so hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's
Oh
a
yeah,
good
it'll be good.
good ride.
Should I maybe buckle up?
Maybe
because
you
that
should.
little dinging sound, maybe safety too.
Maybe safety. Yeah.
Also, Brian has no idea where he's driving to right now.
I don't. I just know we're on the ride over to a potty.
Porta potty.
We're on the ride over to a porta potty right now.
You take a right here.
Take it right.
The bridge is out, so we'll have to cut downtown.
Oh, okay.
But we kind of have a couple things we got to discuss, though, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so we're gonna go over to a coffee shop, but in the meantime, I just thought it'd be great to have a little conversation
sure.
and
Chat a little bit.
Chat a little. So I was thinking, I was like, you know what? This is our first ride,
Yep.
first episode.
Yep.
I was just thinking, like, man, let's bring it back to your first ride
Oh.
and kind of like
shoot.
a little bit about your beginning. You know, how you
Deep
started
stuff.
as
man.
a videographer.
Sure, yeah. Man, taking it way back. First ride, first jobs. So, man, taking it way like I can't even remember because I've always had kind of like an interest in cameras and editing and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like since I was in high school,
Okay.
and so I actually had a YouTube channel that I shot a bunch of like skits and random things with my friends. And I got to a point, I would be in the videos, but I got to a point where I was more the guy behind the camera, and you'll keep going this way.
Okay.
I was more the guy behind the camera, and I got to a point where I was like really like picky on like editing. Like I really just started enjoying the editing process. So I would say like my career started with that love for kind of the love for like the game of editing.
Yeah.
And we would edit. I would edit all night, and I would just like, oh, this is a fun thing to do here. This is a fun cut, or the music is so cool here, whatever. And then I would send my friends revision. Oh, check this out, like check
Yeah.
this out, kind of thing. And eventually, when I was in high school, about to go to college, I didn't know what I wanted to do in college. I didn't know what I wanted to go for, but I knew that I loved video and I loved video editing. So I decided, hey, I'm gonna take a shot at this. I bought my first camera in college, and then I literally just started shooting anyone and everyone's wedding that I could.
Oh,
So
wow.
I
So
would
weddings
just,
was kind of what like
Oh, yeah.
that was that first little step in.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone was getting married. All my friends were, 20s and getting married, and
Yeah.
my first camera was a DSLR, as a Canon 77D.
Yeah.
And I saw on YouTube, you got to get a nifty 50, and so I got a 50 millimeter lens, which upped the game so big for me. And so I shot everything handheld on a 50 mil DSLR, no in-body stabilization,
Dude.
just all handheld stuff.
That's crazy.
And eventually I worked up enough money from jobs to get a gimbal.
Yeah.
And then once I did that, I was like, oh, I'll work up enough money to get a drone. And then I
Yeah.
got a drone, and then I got audio, and then it just kind of kept stacking
Yeah.
until the next thing I knew, I was, charging millions of dollars
Yeah.
to
Well,
shoot weddings.
so yeah, what was that like? I know a lot of people are like, you know, like first project, just like,
Sure.
I mean, what was that like?
First project?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Do you remember what it was?
Kind of like my first,
Like your first like real paid project.
Sure.
What was that like?
So technically, my first project was unpaid, but I ended up getting paid. So
Okay.
I would say it's probably my first paid project.
Yeah.
You'll go in the left lane here.
Okay.
Go this way. So my first paid project was a friend's wedding, so it was unpaid technically. They ended up paying me later though, so yes, I'll say it's my first one. Honestly, it was a terrible. Oh, hang on.
Oh.
Sorry, I don't know what's up with them.
Oops.
We almost died. Yeah, we almost crashed. So,
Dude,
but
we're
anyway.
keeping it real and raw here. This was gonna be like the first episode and the only episode of the Ride
Right,
Over
I hope
podcast.
there's a special episode one day where like I don't want you to crash, but when you do crash, that's gonna be a great episode. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so the first, bringing it back. First job, I was nervous. I showed up to the dress rehearsal, and I started getting practice film shots like at the dress rehearsal.
Okay.
Because I was like that nervous,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like, I knew I wanted to shoot everything in 60 frames because like Peter McKinnon told me to on a YouTube video. And the GOAT, Peter McKinnon. And then I obviously had my lenses, but the goofiest thing I would do is I kept like constantly swapping between my 50 millimeter and my 85, and they were both prime lenses, which you know, that might to some people not sound like. And then you stay over here.
Stay here.
I gotta tell them where we're going. No, you're gonna stay over here. Yeah, like left.
Oh,
yeah.
like left. Well, he said you got to stay over here.
Yeah,
He's going that way.
I know. It's green. It's okay. Hey guys, it's okay. We'll make it. We'll make it. This 10-minute drive will actually end up being 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I would swap between my 50 and like constantly swapping. Like
Yeah.
middle of the ceremony, I'd be swapping. Oh, I gotta get an 85 millimeter shot, and like I think that was partially due to like I watched so many videos on like lenses and prime lenses and compression and bokeh and all that stuff that I just wanted to try out everything.
Right.
And so, needless to say, I don't do that now. Like I have my locked-in lens that I use the whole time that I'm comfortable with.
Well, it's now on the C70, no NDs, everything's just right there.
I know everything's built in.
He's in the big game.
Yeah, you got the nice cinema lens. Well, actually, I don't have a cinema lens yet, but the cinema camera with a nice 24-70, which takes care of every focal length I need.
Yeah.
But I also remember my edit. It was really fun to edit, like your first project, and you're messing with color grading, and you're throwing LUTs on things and everything. But it was like 20 minutes. Like it was like a 20-minute, and it was like I hadn't learned the art of like creating a story yet.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it was every shot I got was probably in the final cut, like, and like a couple seconds long. Like grandma was in it, great grandma was in it, like aunt and uncles, like every individual shot. I was like, all right, I got to get this kind of thing. And I think my friends, and if they're watching, I think they really liked the video. Like, I think I can't remember exactly, but I think I watched it with them, which is so weird now to think about. But they said something to the regards of like, oh, I'm so happy about this. Like our kids will be able to watch this one day. And, and that immediately made me like get the itch and the urge. Like, oh, okay, like I gotta film some more weddings.
Yeah, that was like was kind of like what, because like I feel like everybody starts with weddings, either like weddings or like seniors, families
senior
and stuff.
photos and stuff.
But I remember like the first wedding I ever shot photos
191.
for. I remember the first wedding I ever shot photos for, like, it was just that at the end, like, dude, this was our special day, like, we're gonna cherish these photos, like, forever.
Yeah.
That's where I was like, dude, this is great.
Yeah,
Like,
what a cool feeling,
capturing these, like, special moments for, like, these people is just, like, it's such a great thing.
Yeah, we'll miss that exit.
We'll miss the exit. This is great.
I'm sorry to keep interrupting you. Just like
It's like,
we missed our exit for our shop. It's all right. It's a ride along.
It's a ride along. Come along
the
for a ride. We're gonna make it to like Florida by the time the episode ends. But yeah, it's just like the whole like.
Yeah, it's a great feeling.
A great feeling like that you get and stuff.
Yeah, like you're creating a little time relic for these people, and they will cherish it forever. Like their kids will see it. Like, you as a wedding filmmaker, like you've made I don't know how many weddings, like at least 100 wedding videos or
No, we're at
sent
like
photos or whatever.
I think we just closed in on like 45 weddings.
Oh shoot, okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, even still,
Since the
those
beginning.
45 people will always have a recollection of, oh, this guy captured my wedding super well.
Yeah.
Which is a really important thing, and I feel like it's something to take very serious as a wedding photographer or
Right.
videographer. So, so yeah, it's a really fun thing to be able to do and be able to provide to people. It's like
Right.
quality footage, quality capture of the day. Like it's a real honor, I would say.
It is, yeah. Yeah. So one little segment that we're going to do here on the pod is we're going to build our ride over playlist.
Oh.
So basically, like,
right.
what's like one song that
Let's
you just
go.
like blast
Dude.
on your way like to a project?
Oh, shoot. Oh my word. Okay. There's probably a few.
Okay.
So like if I was gonna blast on the way over tomorrow, we're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
say, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay. I gotta stick to my guns a little bit and kind of like consistent me.
Yeah.
I would say Wild Blue by John Mayer.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever heard it.
Yeah.
But it's got a little classic, like kind of like John Mayer, just kind of my dude, like when it comes to music, but like has that just kind of blues feel, just feel good song. I think in my Spotify Wrapped, that's been my top song for like umpteen years. And like, yeah, Wild Blue by John Mayer always hits. Like when that comes on, you get that tingle. You know what I mean? On your whatever, and you can just vibe to it. Like it never gets old. So probably Wild Blue by John Mayer.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm curious what yours is.
You want to know what mine is?
Yeah.
So my song that typically almost, especially like once wedding season kicks, it's like my little go-to.
Yeah.
And you probably can guess this. Mr. Brightside.
Oh, bro, of course I can.
Dude,
yeah, of course I can.
Dude,
yeah.
that's such a...
I have this guy on film dancing to Mr. Brightside.
We'll put the
Pull
clip
up
in
footage.
here. But yeah,
Maybe
dude, it's
jump
just,
off of this exit.
It's just one of those songs that like it can just you can just listen to it over and over.
Oh, totally.
And just like if you're having a bad day,
Yeah.
you listen to that and you're having a great day.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Pull Mr. Brightside on and you're just having the
Brightside.
best day you've ever had.
You're just doing, jamming, you know?
Okay, I'm gonna
It's,
just put this in.
We gotta put it in the map. We got lost. Now we don't know where we are. We're in some water district. Dude, so I'm trying to remember how you and I first met.
I do remember.
You do remember?
Yeah. Do you not?
Well, I have like memories of like when we first met, but I also like feel like I've just known you forever.
Yeah, I know. That's very true. Well, we've done a lot of work together, and I feel like when you do a lot of work with people, like other friends that we have that we work with, it does start to come like that, because like you work with them on like your multiple jobs. Like usually when you're hiring a second shooter, I'm hiring one of my friends because I want to work with my friends. But I do remember it was at an event called Youth Challenge.
Okay.
And I think Holden introduced us or something like that.
Yes, your brother-in-law.
Yeah, and then we were just talking shop, talking cameras. I don't think you were really in.
No,
you weren't really in it yet.
No, at that point I think I had my first camera, but I think I had done maybe one or two small sessions up to that point.
Yeah.
But
But I remember in Florida we talked again because I was there for a job.
Yeah, which actually that was my first video project.
Yeah, that's when you told me about that. You were getting a bunch of wedding jobs that year.
Yeah, so that was 2024, I believe.
Probably. Which is crazy.
Yeah, I remember I came in, which our friend Lucas was there.
Yeah.
Which I had never met him before, only through Instagram.
Okay.
And I remember
I forgot about that.
I think it was like fall of like 2023. I had taken like a backpacking trip.
Yeah.
And I brought my little camera with me and I shot some photos. And I remember he commented.
Yeah.
And I remember that like when I saw that pop up, I was just like, oh my word, Lucas Wilson commented on my post.
I've made it.
I was like, dude, this is so great.
That's awesome.
And like for him to be like, dude, these frames are fire. I was like, dude, that's dope. Let's sell everything and we're gonna do this.
That's dope. That's sick, yeah.
But I remember the first time I met him in person was down in Florida.
Yeah.
And that was my first video project, which like, dude, I had no clue what I was doing.
Sure. We've all been there.
It was crazy, but thankfully the client was happy with it.
That's
and it
great.
ended up leading into they became our retainer, and I worked with them for a couple 2 years.
Best case scenario.
Yeah. So
go in not knowing what you're doing, come out with millions of dollars.
Well, that's right. But yeah, that was kind of like the beginning. So yeah, that's kind of cool. But I feel like we've just known each other for like the longest time.
Well, yeah, because we worked together on multiple things. I had you stay up literally 24 hours one night for a job, which you did very gracefully. And yeah, we worked on multiple jobs together, and obviously we've hung out a lot. So it does feel like it now. I mean, it's literally only been 2 years.
2 years, but it feels like a long, long time.
It really does.
That's awesome.
I agree.
Yeah. So
I agree.
I was thinking, beginnings. You started out and all this, and now, because you've been in this how many years now?
Yeah. Shoot. I mean, I guess professionally, and by that I mean just like people pay me to shoot video. Probably about 6 years now. 6? Yeah.
6 or 7?
So, no, cut it. No, we're done.
We're done. Cut it, done.
Yeah, probably 6 years professionally.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I've really loved it since I was probably 16. So about 11 years.
11 years.
Probably 12 years. I've kind of been like dabbling in editing and I guess honing the craft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, 6 years professionally, like my freelance work and having an LLC, everything.
And then you fast forward to just this last fall.
Sure.
You released your short film.
Huge film.
Hugo Bonapart.
Millions of views.
Millions of views, which wasn't your first film, because you released Subject 9 first.
Right, that's
before
true.
That
is true.
But Hugo Bonapart has probably been one of the bigger projects you've worked on.
Yes, definitely.
What was I'm curious to know what the difference is, or you notice between working on a one-off project as a one-man team to something like Hugo, where you had to bring on a DP and an audio guy and all that. How was that?
Yeah, man. Like, one of the most stressful projects I've ever done, to be totally honest, only because I've worked in the freelance space as a kind of a one-man band for so long.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of the style of videos I do is really run and gun. It's really like kind of fly by the seat of your pants, just get it done kind of thing, which from a filmmaking standpoint is not the best way to do things.
Yeah.
Like if you're making a film, I forget who said it, but they said like make every frame intentional. Make every frame that you see on camera something that you can hang as an art piece in your house.
Yeah.
So like a photo, that's easier to do because you're really thinking about your composition and you snap the shot and boom, it's one shot. But like with film, like, it's multiple seconds of a composition or an image you're seeing. And so really like taking time to be intentional, to make everything perfect and beautiful and aesthetic and everything is a really difficult thing, especially when you're coming from a mindset of like, okay, let's just, get the like fast paced, get this done, one-man band. So like, I'm writer, director, producer, editor, even camera op at times. It was a really challenging thing. I quickly realized though, I can't produce something that large solo.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get the reps in. And that's what I look at Hugo as, is getting my reps in and getting that experience to maybe make a larger film down the road. But you can't go into the gym and expect to, lift 200 pounds if you've only lifted 75 pounds.
Right.
So you got to build that muscle. And so Hugo, for me, was like, hey, there was a bunch of friends I had that were willing to act, had some acting experience. There was friends that had camera experience, and then they all were like, yeah, let's do this thing, kind of deal. So as far as like how it was one of the best things I've ever worked on. One of the best just experiences, like from a friendship perspective, because like so many friends showed up for me.
Yeah.
And a lot of people ended up being happy with the final result. Whether they're being nice or they just have prejudice because they're in it or a part of it, is, that's a question. But I'm really for what it was, I'm really happy with how it turned out.
It was a great film. It was
a lot of fun. You're actually in it.
I know.
Yeah.
But
no one sees him.
For like 1 second, and there's just a little. You can see my arm.
Yeah. Yeah. Brian's the I can't even talk right now. Flag waver.
Yeah.
In the background. So that was pretty cool. And not intentionally. We did not intentionally cut you out.
Because I remember. I think what happened was, I don't even think I wasn't even like part of like the film like at the beginning. I think You were like, hey, I need another actor. And I was like, okay, let's
specifically of the darker complexion. And I was like, hey, like, listen, any chance you would be willing to be in the shot for a second? And then he was in the back and we didn't even see him.
Yeah.
Sadly, I'm sorry about that, Brian.
I know, it's
but
okay.
I did credit you, though.
It's okay. Next film, can we just make it all about me?
Let's do it,
Like, just make a
solo Brian film.
Solo Brian film.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's awesome. But did that answer your question?
Yeah, that did.
Cool.
Yeah, so, yeah, the whole, like, just, like, it was so cool. Like, I remember that night, what was, like, the 2 nights we were filming?
Yeah.
It was like 30 hours?
Well, yeah,
something
because
filming.
the gym that I filmed in, because it's a boxing film, we had limited hours because of limited money.
Yeah.
And they told me, the guy told me, he was really gracious, he said I could have the gym for 2 days, technically. There was breaks in between that we would have to take because he had different sessions going on in the gym. But he said I could have it for 2 days, and that included I could have it in the nighttime. And so I had to capitalize on that. And we filmed, I think it was 10 p.m., started filming until 5 a.m. We got like an hour of sleep, came back in 7 a.m., filmed until I think like noon. We left for another couple of hours. We came back in. Actually, no, we filmed until 5, left for a couple hours, came back in at 8, and then filmed all night again until 5 a.m. Yeah, and Brian was there for the whole thing. And yeah, Brian did a lot of work those 2 days. And honestly, I say this now, said it then. I don't think the film was getting pulled off if Brian wasn't there.
Dude, it was so fun. I remember.
Yeah, it was fun.
I remember like the first night we like got back to your house, and we like, I felt like I barely like closed my eyes, and then like you were like, dude, we gotta get up.
I know.
And we were like back
Yeah.
out. I remember the next day. Was it you and your wife went out to get food and you guys tried to like wake me up and I was like did not budge.
You were sacked out. Well, yeah. No, the first morning I hated to wake you up because like I knew you were, but like his alarm I think was going off and he was just not.
He was out.
He was out. So I had to kind of like, shake him awake and Brian, it's time to work. No, not really. But he did wake up, and then the next day we went and got Taco Bell, and I was like, O'Brien, and he didn't answer back. And so I said, you know what, I'm just gonna get like a box combo something and bring it over to him. And so I think you had some Taco Bell.
I think I had some Taco Bell. That was good. Yeah, I appreciate you doing that and not letting me starve.
Yeah, I appreciate you staying up for your entire life to help me film my film.
Well, I think, isn't there like a clip of me like sleeping like on one of the like the boxing mats?
Yeah, there is. And it's red, by the way.
It's red. I know. I don't know. I saw the green light up ahead. I was like, oh, there's a light right here.
We're gonna die.
We're gonna die. First episode.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome.
But yeah, so like, I did notice it was like very different with like something like that where our friend Sam was a DP.
Yeah.
And you kind of just took on that role as really all the hats, but like producer and director and all that. How was it like stepping away from like just being the producer and director at the moment shooting? Yeah. Having a DP there compared to like you having to manage those three hats at once.
Good question. So you'll have to cut into the gas station here.
Oh, I can't. Oh,
yeah, because I know it's weird. So you just have to pull in there, and then you can go to the left that way.
Oh.
This happened to me the other day because it says no left turn for some reason.
Yeah, and it tells you on the map to do a left turn.
Yeah. Anyway, we're doing a legal thing.
We're doing a legal thing. No, we're trying to be legal.
Yeah, honestly, I will say as like a creative and kind of a perfectionist when it comes to your craft, that's actually a really hard thing to do, is to let go. But doing everything does not make the product better, is something I've learned. Yeah. Because as a creative or as a creator and you want everything to be specific, you have a specific vision, I think you have to come to, if you want to make a large project, actually the project is probably going to be much worse if you do everything yourself. Yeah. Because I recognize I'm not a professional at everything. Even the things I am technically considered a professional at, I can't be doing all of them at one time. Also, I'm scatterbrained, so it's hard to be, DP, like focusing on the DP position while you're trying to direct people. And I knew that wasn't going to go well, especially with the limited time we had. So, yeah, bringing on Sam, it actually was great. I don't think I would have there's not a lot of other people I would have wanted to bring on.
Yeah.
Because he's a friend, someone I trust. He understood the vision, and he was also cool with me being like, hey, I want to do it this way instead of that way, and he was cool with it. So I think letting go of those jobs to people you trust is the answer there. Trusting other professionals to do their jobs correctly is how big movies are made.
Yeah.
So so it was hard in a sense, but yeah.
Yeah, because I know like whenever like you do like a one-off project, like you're wearing all those hats. You know,
Right.
You're taking care of making sure the audio is good, making sure the camera's there, making sure everything is good. You know, if you have a script and all that stuff. So then to like step away and to just be, hey, this is what we're doing and stuff, and to leave the making sure that the frame rate is right, the aperture is right, all that to somebody else, then that's one less thing you have to think about.
For sure. For sure.
You know, in the scheme of like doing everything.
1000%. Yep. Agreed.
Yeah. So, what do you say we go in and grab a little coffee, a little cup of Joe?
You're speaking my language right now.
Dude, let's go.
Get a little sip.
Yeah, so we just got our little drinks here.
Yeah. What do we get?
I got a honey kissed latte.
Let's go.
With oat milk. What did you get?
I got absolutely. I got a cappuccino.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kind of basic.
I know. It's pretty basic. But it's funny, actually, I started learning a little bit about coffee lately.
Yeah.
And like a lot of places don't make cappuccinos exactly how they were originally meant to be.
Oh, okay.
So this cappuccino is made how it was supposed to be.
Okay.
So
yeah,
that's kind of cool.
Dude, this is literally perfect.
Right.
Because like the kind of the reason behind the Right Over podcast and then just getting coffee with creatives, I feel like there's a kind of that connection between being a creative and also having it either could be a good love for coffee or also because, you know, you're up so late, you need something to keep you up and running.
Yeah, I think that's probably why.
And I think you're literally the perfect example. And I told you earlier, like, I think our next episode, we need to have you, like, you know, you do a little latte art or something. Just because, like, not only are you
that's the manliest thing I can do.
A crazy filmmaker, but you're also crazy at the latte art, you know? So what do you say we do a little taste test?
Dude, I've been dying to take a drink of this.
Dude.
Yeah.
This looks good.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
That's good. I like that we did
the consensus is
yeah.
Yeah, very good.
From a to it's a
Oh yeah, it's a It's that cappuccino, like just the milk, like a little bit of milk, a little bit of coffee.
Yeah.
Just getting just deep with it.
So deep with it.
Genuinely, 513 has great espresso.
Yeah. If you're in Newport, Kentucky, definitely check them out.
Please
Great little place here.
Yeah.
Good coffee, great staff too.
Yeah, great
really
staff.
Appreciate you guys.
Friendly staff.
Really appreciate them letting us film.
100%. Yeah. They're
So,
very cool. Very cool spot.
Yeah. Dude.
Honeykiss good?
Honeykiss is.
Honeykiss might be one of the best
so
drinks.
Good. Dude, I like it. It's just, it's kind of a good. The thing I have.
What are you tasting?
I'm tasting like honey came and kissed me. No, it's just it's a good, just kind of good mixture of a little bit of honey, a little bit of cinnamon, good little hints.
Vanilla in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I appreciate you coming on the podcast.
Dude, happy to.
Yeah, let the viewers know where they can find you.
Dude, okay. Where can you guys find me? Instagram, you can look me up, Tyler V Photo. That's where a lot of my photography-based stuff is. Also, Vandervort Media is where a lot of my video-based stuff is. If you want to take a follow, you can also follow me on YouTube. I post some goofy stuff on there. That's Tyler Vandervort.
And let them know where to find Hugo Bonapart.
Dude, yes. Hugo Bonapart is on Tyler Vandervort on YouTube. But just look up Hugo Bonapart. It's a really goofy thumbnail, big hair. It says Hugo Bonapart. Give it a watch. Leave a hate comment. I don't care. You can dislike it. As long as you watch it, I don't care. So check it out.
Check it out. Yeah, definitely check it out. It was a great little fun film. I liked it. And I think that's all you need to know to go check it out.
Brian liked it, so you should watch it.
What's kind of next for you?
Yeah. That's I definitely have some films in the works, you know, in the mind going on. I want to release a short one, like a short film.
Yeah.
But I would also like to release something that's much longer, maybe even much longer than Hugo. I think that would take several months, but really just kind of like trying to perfect the craft, trying to make every film better. So what I can hint at, one is a little more maybe psychological thriller.
Ooh.
The other one is maybe a little more comedy.
Yeah.
So those are two of my favorite like genres. So I like dipping my toes into both of them. So yeah, that's kind of what's maybe lurking around the corner. So
you guys are going to want to make sure you're staying in the know.
make sure you follow up.
Not going to miss it. So
Don't miss it.
Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube to the podcast.
Yep.
Make sure you're following us on social
Please
media.
follow Brian.
The Ride Over Podcast.
The Ride Over. The Crash Over.
The
podcast.
Crash Over Podcast. The Ride Over to the Crash.
The Ride Over and Don't Die podcast.
Well, hey, it was a pleasure having you. Thanks for riding
Thanks
along.
for having me, man.
And
It was a lot of fun.
That is the Ride Over.
That's the Ride Over.